Hey everyone, welcome back to the best U.S. Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Sonofasilverstacker. Today's date is July 15, 2024, and in this video we have a few subjects to tackle, and we're going to be talking about the CCAC meeting today and tomorrow, as well as those circulating coins called the Jefferson nickels. And I think we have a hint as to what's going on there by looking at the American Women Quarters circulation. So that's going to be really interesting, and I think we all should take some pause from those Jefferson nickels and kind of go, wait a minute. Now, before any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. That's right, a bazillion. And we're always live and never edited. Now, check this out. Here we are, gold up. Oh, this is moneymetals.com, by the by. Gold's up 70 cents, which is really just flat, as everything else is basically flat as well. All right, here we go. Gold up 70 cents to 24.22 even. Steven. Silver down a dime to 30.87. Platinum down 6.20 to 1,960, and palladium down 2.80 to 1,001 and a nickel. Parity action for the last week or so. It's really interesting. You're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle whose premium is $7.79 for a quantity of 1 through 39. You're going to be paying $38.66 pickup sticks. You'll probably be able to buy those for less elsewhere, and you will. Well, they will buy them back for $32.39 each over here to the bullion sales at the United States Mint. Now, like I said, we're on the 15th. We're probably going to see some additional numbers for these American Eagles, gold and silver, coming this week. But really, if you think about it, this is really light so far. We have no sales for the silver Eagles. And I got to ask you the question. You know, the Mint had raised its prices because they said that silver's more expensive. And I guess, well, my question is, are they losing money selling this bullion? Because they can only sell it for a few dollars or maybe, a few cents over the spot price or under the spot price or at spot. And what does that mean for the production? I mean, does silver, actually the spot silver price, cover their costs? And if not, is that why we're seeing the United States Mint raise its numismatic silver prices? So there's a lot of questions there that need to be asked and answered. And remember, the better questions get better answers, if you get an answer at all. Now, over here, now I got to show you this. This is important. Now, we've seen this a bazillion times already. This is the circulating coin production for 2024. It says so right here. And we're here at, what is it? I want to show you. 767, right there. 767 million quarters produced. 380 from Denver. 386, okay, from the Philadelphia Mint. And I've already showed you the numbers here for the Denver Jefferson nickel and the Philadelphia Jefferson nickel, right? Those are amazing. And obviously the Denver is probably the one that's more sought after and that's realizing the high prices on eBay. But check this out. This is going to be over here to the same thing, circulating coin production. However, this time it's the 2024 American Women Quarter Series production. And look at this. Wouldn't you see it? The United States Mint hasn't updated their numbers, their figures, for the Dr. Mary Edwards Walker quarter. And that gave me some pause. I'm like, well, wait a minute. They've already struck a bunch of these already. In fact, if you go over here to eBay, we can see that there's boxes of them for sale right here from Philadelphia for $689. Another one here, I think, might be the same box, same seller. And then look at this. We have graded examples that are already back in hand. All right, so that's one thing. So if that's the case, we're seeing Philadelphia and, well, obviously San Francisco strikes. That might be a, let's see what that is. And it doesn't really say, does it? It's a San Francisco. San Francisco, I'm sure there's Denver. Yeah, there's a Denver strike right there, $3.99. So with that said, it looks as if the United States Mint has not updated their production figures at all for these quarters. Now, that begs the question, if they haven't done that for the quarters, well, have they not done that for the 2024 circulating coin production, specifically those 5-cent pieces known as the Jefferson nickels? So there it is. That's the question we need to ask ourselves. And really, look at that. With this data not being there, it really suggests that, well, the United States Mint didn't put any June data in here because, well, that's what's going down over there. So that's interesting. Maybe the person's on vacation. Maybe that spot needs to be filled. But there it is. We have some data that should be filled in because we've seen the evidence of those coins in existence already for sale on eBay and, well, already struck as numismatic items as well, like that San Francisco strike, business strike as well. So That's something we need to consider because, well, it might not be the most accurate, up-to-date information for these particular coins. That's remarkable. Now, let's keep on keeping on. We got a lot more to cover here. 2 more stories. This is from Numismatic News from July 12th. That was just about 3 days ago now, I guess. The question is here, which modern U.S. coin or coin series best represents the United States and why? Now, this is from the July 5th, 2024 Numismatic News e-newsletter readers poll. Folks definitely have their favorites, and there's only like 3 or 4 responses, maybe. So I don't know how many people actually read this or got back to them, but I thought it was a really, well, that's interesting. I thought it was a really interesting way to get the gauge of what's going on with the people. But not many people responded, which was a complete head scratcher. I don't know why. Now, here we go. Now, obviously, what you can see here is the 2010. That's the start of the America the Beautiful Quarters series. And then remember, in 2012, that was when the United States Mint had some really low production runs. And then they introduced those 5-ounce silver quarters as well. That was a great day. Now, what you don't see here is the 2019, all right, 2019 and 2020 America the Beautiful Quarters with the W. That would be my favorite quarters. Well, not quarters, but coin series or coin that best represents the United States and why. Well, I'll tell you, American ingenuity, the whole, going out there in the wild and finding them. It's like a treasure hunt, and the people that found them got rewarded, right? So that's the American way. Now it says here, this is from Carl. This says, we see quite an interest in the American Innovation Dollars. Looks like he has a coin store. It's a very nice series, yet not a whole lot of collectors followed the production. So the American Silver Eagle is still the top seller for modern coin collectors. There you go. That's what a lot of people, and I would like you to answer in the comments below what you think your favorite American coin is or coin series, right? The big downfall is finding pages or new albums for that series of collectors. The suppliers not keeping up with distribution. I think that sounds like a business opportunity for somebody who could keep up with distribution, right? Wow, that's amazing. Think about that. That's an ad. They're asking, one of the things I heard when I was a little kid is that if you can solve a rich man's problems, you're going to be rich yourself. So that's going to trickle down to you. So there it is. There's a rich man's problem right there. Think about that. Now, it says here, this is the next one from JR. No modern coin represents the U.S. They are all ugly, especially the new George Washington quarter and the Jefferson nickel. Change needs to be made soon. And, well, I guess, JR, you've got your wish coming because in 2026, and I'll show you here that in a second, they're going to be looking at changing some of the designs. And then after that, even further. It's going to be interesting. Now, here we go. This is Kat from Dallas, Texas. My favorite recent series is the Greatest Generation series. Oh, Kat, I love that coin series too. It's amazing, especially that uncirculated $half, which should be actually in 90% silver, or at least, some kind of percentage of silver. It says, I love that the sacrifices and achievements of the millions of Americans who served in World War II are being honored in a tangible fashion. That's absolutely true. That's amazing. Remarkable. Thank you, Kat, for that one. I have really enjoyed the America the Beautiful series. The beauty of the national parks, historic sites, and forests make me want to road trip across the USA all summer long. That is totally true. And how many of you actually said, I'm going to go to the Blue Ridge Parkway, or I'm going to go to, the Cumberland Gap, whatever, or maybe the Tuskegee, area. I can't even remember the name of I guess Tuskegee University or wherever, right? That's amazing. It really is. Now, like I said, my favorite coin series or coins are these bad boys right here. And if, look, I think these are going to be like people finding those silver $half when they do half roll hunts. I think people are still going to be doing these W quarter hunts, absolutely going into the future. And when they find them, they'll be even more stoked. There was only 2 million issuances per national park. So that was really amazing. So it's a very low mintage, and you had to find them in circulation, which makes it even more fun. And I will leave a link in the description for this here. One of the greatest, I don't know if we're going to call it a series or we're going to call it a specific coin, but there it is. It's that W mint mark. Very highly sought after. A lot of people really love this. And I imagine a lot of people would love to see this again. Maybe not necessarily with the quarter, but perhaps some other denomination as well. Now let's keep on keeping on here. We got a little bit more to cover and we're done. This is coinnews.net. This is from July 12th. 2024. And it says here, CCAC to review 2026 Semiquincentennial cent, dime, and quarter designs. But that's not all, folks. All right, let's go down to the highlighted portion. And it says here, the 2026 Semiquincentennial dime. That's going to be talked about today. All right. 2 of the 5 2026 Semiquincentennial quarters commemorating the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution is going to be talked about today as well. So we're going to be seeing those images for the first time if we haven't already. Actually, they might be up already, actually, now that I think about it. Probably did a disservice to you, me, and everybody else by not having them up. Now, the 2026 Semiquincentennial $50 is also going to be talked about today, and you can find that over here, over at the U.S. Mint's YouTube channel. And those are coming up to, whoops, too far. Those are coming up today. Right here is the 15th at 10 a.m. And then this one is going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. And I do watch each and every single one of them as best I can. I probably at least got 15 to 14 hours just right here watching those. And I will add another bunch of hours today starting at 10 a.m. And, you know, one of the things I've considered is actually going live during the meeting. But I really would like a way to broadcast their audio, and I don't have that capability yet, so I'm still working on that. But that would be something to be able to actually comment live on what it is they're actually talking about. So we're going to try and work on that. Now let's go to those plus ones. Bingo! That's not so fast, is it? Yeah, it's taking forever to load, and yeah, I better clean my computer. This is Proverb 15, number 28. It says here, the heart of a righteous person will consider what to answer, but the mouth of the wicked will spout evil. And I think what that means, if we're going to wrap our head around it, is that righteousness requires deliberation before deciding whether to speak and what to say. Yeah, that's right. You got to think about whether even to speak at all and what to say if you do speak. But the wicked spout slander and dissent without any control. You ever see somebody who just says whatever, just comes right out without any thinking or deliberate? Yeah. Whoops. Who's in control right there, right? Not them. And if they can't control their mouth, what's next, right? Won't be able to control their actions. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Now let's go over here to 99.9 KOI and News Radio. This is Foreigner. And this song is, oops, I forgot what it was. Oh, yeah. I Want to Know What Love Is. That's right. And that's 40 years of hits right there. Just from this one. That's 2017. That was about 7 years ago now. So, yeah. Almost 50 years of Foreigner. Can you believe it? That's amazing. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, hey, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. Stacker out.